Okay, I think that's better. Let me just double check. There we go, perfect. Hopefully I'm on the right account too. Just had to switch it, and hopefully that's a good placement. All right, hey guys, we're doing take 2 on this. So today we're going to be making jellyfish hanging craft. For this craft, we are starting off week 5 of the water week. And this craft is super simple to make, just a few little supplies. It's so much fun. You can hang this in your room, outside. It's super, super cute. So materials needed to make this craft is we're going to need the bowls that were given in our summer adventure boxes. So we should all have the bowls. We're also going to need googly eyes. Your googly eyes should be in a Ziploc bag, just in your boxes. We're going to need some scissors. Remember, if we're using scissors, we want adult supervision or an adult helping us with this part. We're also gonna need some string. You can use pipe cleaners. It really doesn't matter. You can get super creative with this and use supplies that you just have at home. We're also going to need some markers. You can use markers or paint for this. I found when I used paint, it was a little bit messy, and the markers as well, so you really have to wait until it dries. You can tell by my fingers. We are also going to need a hot glue gun. Remember, for the hot glue gun, we really want adult supervision with this because it's dangerous. We can get burnt by it, so adult supervision should always be recommended when we are using the hot glue gun. So we're gonna go ahead and start. I'm going to be taking my bowl and I'm going to be just placing it. I also have this sheet of construction paper laid out on my table because it does get a little messy. So if we don't want to mess, we can lay newspaper or just construction paper, line paper down on whatever surface you're working on, just so there's no mess. I'm going to be going ahead and grabbing my marker because we are going to be coloring our styrofoam bowl. This one, I did him purple, so I'm going to be doing my next one blue. So I'm going to go ahead and start coloring my bowl. I think you guys can see. Yep. So I'm just going to start coloring. And for this part, it does get a little tricky trying to hold the bowl while coloring and not getting coloring on your fingers. So I found that once you get to this area where you really need to twist and turn the bowl, placing your fingers inside and having your thumb just gripping one of the sides gives you a good grip to be able to go and color all around. So I'm just going to color the flat surface for now. And you can use any color. It's really just up to you, whatever your preference is. I already did a purple one, so I'm gonna go ahead and do a blue one. I don't think I've ever seen a blue jellyfish, but we're getting creative and letting our imagination loose here. So I'm just gonna color it. With the styrofoam and marker, it kind of does have this loose texture on it. So paint would be your best option if you are doing this craft, but I enjoy it with markers just because I found it's a lot easier and faster with the marker. Just a little bit of a mess, but that's all right. See, now I'm gonna grip the bowl just like this, and I'm gonna start coloring the edges of our bowl. If you guys even want, you could do like a rainbow theme with this. You could add polka dots. You can even add pom-poms. You can get as creative as you want. When I think of jellyfish, I always remember that one scene in Finding Nemo where Nemo's dad and Dory are trying to rescue Nemo and they have to swim through the jellyfish, and then Dory gets stung by a jellyfish. I always remember that part, and I always remember how cool and pretty the jellyfish look in that scene. They're all pinkish, purplish, and they look so, so soft, but I don't think they're soft in real life. I've never seen a jellyfish in real life, but I'm creating one now. So I'm going ahead, coloring. Almost done. I'm gonna show you guys just coloring all around. Just got this left to do. And for this, I'm just gonna grip it by putting my thumb right here because it's still not colored at the top, just to give me a better grip of everything. Turn it, and we're almost done. And there we go, all colored. So now I'm going to color the top of it. It's super satisfying to color styrofoam too, because you can see how the ink kind of just spurs on the styrofoam and it just looks super cool. And I'm going ahead and done coloring. So while you finish coloring your bowl, you want to place the bowl to the side and just give it a few seconds to rest. You want it to really dry, rest, so that when we're going to be working with it, we're not getting our hands filled with marker. Next, what I'm going to be doing while my bowl is drying is I'm going to be taking my string. I have these two colors. You could use string, you can use pipe cleaners, you can even use paper. It's really what you have at home. I just had these. So I'm going to go ahead and cut out some of these string for the octopus's legs. So for sizing, doesn't really matter. You just want to have them nice and long so that they can hang from the inside of the bowl. So I just measured out a good length. And remember, we want adult supervision when we are going to be cutting. So either have an adult help you or have an adult supervising. So I'm just gonna go ahead and cut. So I have these two right here. For the ribbon, you can have about 6 to 8 pieces of the ribbon, just so that you can really fill the sides of the jellyfish. So here I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then another one just right at the top. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut out 8. So gotta measure them again. Make sure it's the good size, and then cutting. So I got 4, need 4 more. Again, measuring it out, making sure it's all the right length, and cutting. And all I need is 2 more now. Again, for this part, it's really just whatever you want. You can do 4, you can do 5, it's whatever you prefer. Alrighty, gonna place those there. So I have my ribbon all ready and to go. I have my bowl. It's a bit dry now. So what I'm gonna do next is I'm going to flip my bowl over, and we're going to be using the inside of the bowl to stick the ribbon so that they can hang from our jellyfish. So I'm gonna flip it. I'm gonna grab my ribbon. For this part, I do recommend that you have adult supervision because we are going to be using the hot glue gun. So I would recommend that we have adult supervision and adult helping us do this because a hot glue gun can be dangerous. So I'm going to take my hot glue gun and I'm going to put just a little dot at the tip, not too much. You don't want too much that it weighs it down. So I'll show you guys. I just put a little dot, and then I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna place it right in the middle. And just let it dry. You don't want to move the bowl around too much because you really want the ribbon to set in place. Now again, I'm using a hot glue gun, but you can also use glue sticks. They work perfectly fine. You can use white glue, that also works, clear glue. It really doesn't matter for this part. I just prefer the hot glue gun just because I want to hang these up in my room. So I really want to make sure that they hold well and it has a good strength to the glue. So it's pretty dry, and it dries really fast with the hot glue gun. So next, I'm taking another ribbon and I'm gonna put a little bit of glue on it, not too much. And then I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna show you guys closer to the camera. I'm taking the side that I glued, and I'm just gonna be putting it right on the edge of the bowl. Just like that. Don't know if you guys can see, but I'm putting it right on the edge where that circle is, just right on the edge right there. Just gonna make sure it's got a good hold. Now, when you're placing the ribbon, you can really place it wherever you want. I just like to go evenly and just place them around my bowl. You can have them all to one side, you can have them just as wacky as you want. It really doesn't matter. I'm just gonna place this aside. I'm gonna take my other ribbon, just gonna do the same thing until it's covered to your preference. Got my glue, placing it. Nemo said they do have glue sticks in their box. Yeah, you guys do have glue sticks in your boxes, so you can use glue sticks for this craft. Super easy to use whatever kind of glue. Those ribbons are giving off awesome Guppy color vibes. Woo, yay! I know the color, especially this one, it's so cute. I love how vibrant the blue is. I'm gonna be taking my next ribbon. And I'm going to be gluing that again. Just placing it wherever I feel like it will look the best. Don't want that in the way. And then I got 2 more to go. So, lightly putting a bit of glue. With the glue stick, I do recommend that when you guys are gluing the ribbons, you just hold on it wherever you're gluing it and hold the place on it a bit for like 10 to 15 seconds, just so that the glue and the glue stick, like the glue stick and the ribbon hold and stay in place. So there we go. And then my last one. Glue a bit, and then just placing it right here. Oop. So I'm gonna let that sit for a couple seconds just to make sure that everything's in place. Next, I'm gonna be grabbing my googly eyes. These are gonna be in your box. You should have 8 because you're gonna need googly eyes for other crafts this week. We're only going to be needing 2 googly eyes for this craft, sorry. I'm going to take these really big ones. They look super fun and cool to use. And again, I'm using 2, but if you want to be extra funky, you can just use 1. Maybe some jellyfish have 1 eyes. We never know. So, once you think that the ribbon is all dried, I would give it a bit more to dry for using a glue stick. So I let it sit for a bit more. Oh, I got so much. I'm gonna go ahead and flip it. So now you can see that the string is hanging from our bowl. It looks so cool. It's not even done and it already looks so cool. So next what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be gluing the eyes. I preferably would want to glue mine on the side just because we're going to be hanging the ribbon from the top. So just so that you can see the eyes, I would hang them just right on the side. Or glue them, sorry. So again, you can use your glue stick, white glue. I'm going to be taking my hot glue and I'm just going to be putting a little, just a little. We don't need too much. And I'm just going to be placing it on the side. And again, for this, I'm just going to hold it for a couple seconds just so that it stays in place. Just holding it. And I'd also do this if we're going to be using glue sticks or white glue, just so it stays in place. There we go. I'm going to take my other eye, putting a little bit. I'm going ahead and sticking it on there. I'm gonna hold it for a couple of seconds. And then there we have his eyes. Those big eyes look so cute. I love it. Next, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be adding his smile. You can do a nice, just simple smile. You can do teeth. You can get as creative as you want. So I'm going to be taking my marker and I'm just going to be holding it from the inside again. Sometimes the marker is still not fully dried. So I'm just holding it from the inside. I'm going to be adding a smile. I'm just going to come closer for this part so you guys can see. I'm just going to be adding a little smile. Sorry. Just have his little smile, and I kind of want to give him like a tongue out or doing a little silly face, so I'm just gonna add that because he's a silly jellyfish. Coloring it in. Again, you can just use marker for this part, or you can use paint. It's just whatever you have. So I let him stick out his little tongue. Next, what we're going to be doing, and this is our final part, is we're going to be adding our last piece of ribbon to the top. This is where he's going to hang from. So I'm just going to be placing a little bit of glue onto the end of the ribbon. And I'm just going to be placing it right on top. And you can center it wherever you feel like. I centered mine in the middle just so that it can equally hold its weight with the ribbon. And I'm just going to lightly press on it just to make sure it has a good grip and it's glued on there. So just right in the middle. And I'm going to let it sit for a couple of seconds just because I want it to fully dry. And he has his other jellyfish friend already waiting for him. They're so cute. This is probably one of my favorite crafts to do. It's super simple, super easy, and you can customize it and design it to however you like. So I feel like it's a really fun, personalized craft. Gonna wait a couple more seconds until he's dried. I think we're all good to go. So cute. Look at him with his tongue out. And that's our JellyFish Craft, guys. Look at his arms. Flo said, love it, jellyfish twins. I know, they're so cute. They have little jellyfish friends. I'm going to hang these up in my room. They're going to look so cute. This is super simple, super fun. Where's his eyes? This one has his tongue out, if you guys can see. And then this one's just smiling. He matches with my Greenway shirt. That was so much fun to make, guys. JellyFish Crafts. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys stay tuned for all the other amazing activities we have planned out for Water Week. We have some really fun activities and a lot of other good crafts, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. Keep watching our Facebook because we are going to be constantly posting new videos and links to our YouTube and Instagram where we also post content. Thank you guys for joining, and if you guys do this, make sure to post it on our on any social media platform and tag Greenway, because I'd love to see how your jellyfishes turned out. It was so much fun, and I think you guys will have a lot of fun too. Bye guys.